Got it.
Hello, everyone. Let's wait a few moments before we start the session and wait for everyone to come in. Okay. Hi, guys. Welcome to our second acting class in this Triple Threat Academy. I'm Nabila as today's admin. And before we start the class, I'd like to remind you all to read the class rules, which I will send the link below. Hold on. Okay. And I would also like to remind you that you can activate the interpretation feature if you wish to listen to the session in Bahasa Indonesia. And if you have any questions or concerns, please DM the admin team and we will surely help you out. Thank you for your attention. Without any further ado, please welcome our facilitator, Andréa Burns.
Hello, everyone. I'm so happy to see everybody again. How's everyone doing? You're now in the middle of a few classes at Triple Threat. How's it going for you? I know it's a lot to take in, but I also know it's probably wonderful to be surrounded by so much exposure to different teachers and different materials. So good. I'm glad to hear that everybody is well. Early morning for me, good evening for you. I hope you guys had a really wonderful day today. And I'm excited to get started with you. So what we're going to do today is we're going to start off with a group warm-up, a physical warm-up, right? Because when we're coming to the stage, anytime we want to be ready, we have one thing that is our instrument, right? And that is our bodies. And our bodies and our minds are what we prepare to offer to either the stage or the television cameras, but this is the instrument. So what I would like you to do actually is to stand up where you are. Is that possible? Everybody to stand up? I'd love for you to do that. It's a little hard for me to do because of the Zoom factor here, because of my background. So you might lose my arms in the process or something, but great. Great. And what we want to do, first off, let's just shake off our limbs. Let's shake off our legs. Shake off any nerves or any frustration that you have that you've been carrying over the day. It's time to let it go. Okay. Any exhaustion, start shaking your limbs, shaking your arms and legs, right? Shaking your hips a little bit just to get everything loosened up, right? Good, good. I want you to roll your shoulders back, go up and back. Actually, take a deep breath, inhale while they go up, and exhale as they go back. Good, let's try that again. Inhale up. Exhale back. Good, good. And what I'd like you to do is become aware of your knees. Make sure they're not too locked. Make sure they're slightly bent and you're comfortable. Also, become aware of where your weight is. Are you leaning forward? Are you leaning to the side? Can we get into the center of our bodies? Right? Good. Good. And just start to feel that. All right. Now, I would like you to put your hand on your heart and take a deep breath in and exhale. We're just going to do another one just like that to get centered. Deep breath in. Exhale. Another deep breath. Inhale. Taking in the present moment, getting centered, and exhaling anything that's been on your mind before this class, right? Inhale. Good. getting centered. Wonderful. Now, the next breath I want you to take, you can take your hands down. I want you to take a breath in through your nose. And then as you exhale, you can exhale out through your mouth. But when you inhale the breath, I want you to think about sending it right to your belly. Okay? Inhale that. Fill that belly. You feel connected to your breath. You feel where it is in your body, and exhale. And we're going to do it again. We're going to inhale, and we're going to send our breath to our lower back, right? Back here. Just think about sending it right back here. Do you feel where you are in your lower back when your attention is there? Exhale again. Good, good. This time, I want you to inhale, send that breath to your elbows. Just think about your elbows, where they are in space. And exhale. This time, I want you to think about your knees. Inhale. Send that breath to your knees. Bend your knees a little bit just to become aware of where you are. And exhale again. Good, good. I want you now to reach up high, stretch if you can, high to the ceiling, right? Stretch up. Inhale and just reach your fingertips as high as you possibly can. And exhale quickly down. Good, good. One more time. Inhale up. Reach, stretch from your hips all the way to the tips of your fingers. You're elongating this body. You're making room for breath and expression in the top half of your body. Good. And exhale. Good. The next thing I'd like you to do is, starting with your chin, start rolling yourself down, and let your arms become very heavy. I'm going to stay in the screen as I guide you, but you keep going down until the backs of your hands are at your toes, okay? And you can just listen to my voice. You don't have to look at the screen, right? And just let your head hang low. You can make it nod yes. And then you can slowly shake your head no. And while you're there, bend your knees a little bit. See if you can really feel the stretch in the back of your legs and your hamstring muscles. And take a deep breath in there, right in that position, and exhale. And then very, very slowly, you can start to roll back up again, sending your breath to the center of your body so that your head and shoulders are the last thing to come up. But you can take your time. This is about getting centered. Good. Good. Let me just take a look at all of you. Good, good, good. You take your time. All right. Deep breath in, shoulders up and back, right? Again, shoulders up and back. Good. And as we put our hands on our hearts, one more time, I want you to set an intention for today and know that the intention is about learning and is about curiosity, so that I want you to release any expectation of being good or being the best or being talented. We don't have to worry about that today. We are working. This is a workshop session, so we're here to learn and grow. Take a deep breath in, inhaling whatever that fear is about not being good enough. We all carry it as actors, and let's just exhale. Think again about another fear that you have. Inhaling. Take it in, look at it, and exhale it out. Inhale one more time. Inhale curiosity. Exhale fear. Send it out. Inhale courage. Exhale worry. Inhale curiosity. Exhale expectation. Good, good. Now put your arms down by your side. Just to be aware now, where is your weight right now? Is it in your hips? Are you leaning forward? Are you on the balls of your feet? There's no right answer. Just be aware of where you are and try and get a little centered so that you feel centered right between your legs. You can bend your knees just a little bit so that they're not locked. Notice where your center is at. Do you feel strongly? Are you leading with your chest? Are you sitting into your hips? This is all about kind of noticing where you actually live in normal life. Also, think about the top of your head and imagine a little string being pulled. You can't really see it, like pulling the back of your hair like this. Okay, nice, nice. Put your hands to your side. Okay, so now when I say three, I want you to clench your fists really hard. Okay, so here we go. 1, 2, 3. Clench, clench, clench. Leave them down by your side. Leave them down by your side. Clench, clench. Keep your right hand clenched and let go of the left. Good. Now let go of both. Now clench again, both, both, both. Keep your left hand clenched. Let go of your right. Good, good. Let's do it again. And now only clench your right hand. Make sure your left one's loose. Good. Now only clench your left hand. Make sure your right one's loose. Good. And where do you feel that? What has changed in the energy? Do you feel, even just from clenching your fists and letting go, that the blood is starting to circulate and you're starting to get a little bit more energy and awareness of yourself and your body? Okay, good, good. The next thing I would like us to do, just to get a little bit of cardiovascular support behind us. Do you all know what jumping jacks are?
Anda semua tahu jumping jack itu seperti apa?
Right. So when I say 3, we'll start. We're going to do 25.
Kita akan mulai ya 25 kali.
I'm going to do one first because I want to see if it shows in the Zoom. It's that.
Saya akan mulai ya, terlihat ya. Enggak kelihatan ya. Saya tahu tangan saya hilang tapi ya oke. Teman-teman lakukan juga 1, 2, 3. Ayo kita mulai.
2, good. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, looking good. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good job, good job. Now shake it off. Good, good, good. Good. Notice how now you feel a little bit more alive in your skin, right? A little bit braver. Sometimes we just need to physically get moving to get a little courage, to get connected to our body. Can you bend your knees a little bit? And now just twist where you are. Good, good. So that we're moving every part of our body and introducing it to the work. Okay, great. Now come to center. Chin down and let your head go down. And now go back to neutral. Let your head go back, chin up. And let your head gently, allow the head to go back. Be aware of the space behind you. And back to neutral. Once again, chin down. Let your head release down. Feel that stretch on the back of your neck. Good. And back to neutral. Now take your right ear and take it to your right shoulder. Good. Feel that stretch on the left side of your neck. And back to neutral. And left ear, left shoulder. Good. Feel that stretch on the opposite side of your neck. Back to neutral. Good. So now we're going to do a circle. Chin down. Then we're going to go right ear to right shoulder. Allow the head to circle back. Left ear to left shoulder. Chin to chest. And back up to neutral. When you get there, take another inhale. And as you exhale, chin down. Left ear to left shoulder. Allow your head to go back. Feel that open chest. Right ear to right shoulder, chin down. and back to neutral. Let's do that one more time and go as slowly as you can go so you can feel everything on the way. We're warming up every part of our instrument. And a lot of times when we're talking on stage or acting, sometimes we tend to forget about the rest of our body and this gets very tense. So let's do this again and really use the breath to feel every little part of the journey all the way around. So chin down. Okay, right ear to right shoulder. Allow the head to go back. See if you can feel your chest opening a little bit when you go to the back. Left ear to left shoulder. Chin to chest, back up to neutral. And we'll reverse. Down, side, back, open chest. Right. And down. And up again. Good. Shoulders up. And let it go. Breathe in, shoulders up, forward. And let it go. One more time. Shoulders forward. And let it go. Now the opposite. Go back. Inhale and let it go. Back and release. Back and release. Good. Good. Okay. So we're going to start with some very basic exercises. Actually, I wanted to ask, this is what we'll do. First, we're going to talk about a diction exercise. Everyone knows what diction is. It's the way that you articulate the words so that you make sure that you can pronounce things effectively, right? So we have an exercise that it's called a tongue twister. We just say red leather, yellow leather. I'm typing it in the chat. Do you see that? Red leather, yellow leather, like a leather jacket, but this is red leather and yellow leather. Do you understand that? So now just by yourself, try saying that 3 times fast. Red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather. It's hard, right? The L's trap your tongue a little bit. Red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather. Okay. Everybody has to do these exercises, even professionals. You have to warm up your tongue in the morning. So type in the chat if that was a little tricky to do. Try it 3 times fast. Red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather.
Red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather.
It's hard, okay? So I'm going to tell you a little trick. This is a trick that I do when I have a big speech to learn that has a lot of complicated words. Sometimes I use a cork. You know, a cork is out of the top of a wine bottle, right? But if I don't have a cork to do this, I take my knuckle right here. I put it in my mouth like this. You see? And then I say red leather, yellow leather. I make it even harder. Go slowly and give me the best pronunciation of red leather, yellow leather you can while this is in your mouth. Try it. It's going to be hard. Red leather, yellow leather. Say it 3 times in a row. Red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather. And when you say it, make sure I can hear every consonant, even though you have this impediment. Red leather, yellow leather. Red leather, yellow leather. Red leather, yellow leather. Okay, and when you get to 3, I'm going to see if I can see you all. When you get to 3 in a row, stop. I'm looking. I'll see your hands go down after you do 3. Good, good. Yeah, really push through. It's hard. Good. Good. Okay. Now I want you to do it again. How'd we do? How'd we do? Red leather, yellow leather, bad? That's good. That's good. It's a process. That's good. I want you to do it again. Now, don't bite your finger. Don't bite your finger too hard. Be gentle. We're going to do it again a little faster. Red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather. Okay? Now, take your knuckles out of your mouth and try it again. Red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather. Easier? Yeah, type in the chat. Let me know. Let me know if you had any results with that. Isn't that incredible? Yes, yes, because the point of this exercise, great. The point of this is that when we just try and say something, we have an assumption in our brains that it should just be easy. Once we put an impediment in there, something that makes it difficult, we have to give it our full concentration. Our tongue has to work harder, our brains have to work harder. We have to give it a lot of attention, right? And once we practice that a few times, you remove the impediment and it comes out a lot easier. Okay, we're going to do another one. This one is unique New York. Unique New York, unique New York, unique New York. Say it 3 times fast. Unique New York, unique New York, unique New York. Of course, your tongues are warmed up now a little bit, so this might be easier, right? Unique New York, unique New York, unique New York, unique New York. Good. Now do it with, take a few with your knuckle in your right. Unique New York, unique New York, unique New York, unique New York. And then try it after without. Unique New York, unique New York, unique New York, unique New York. You see that? Good. Good. Let's try your red leather, yellow leather again without doing this. Is it still there? 3 times fast. Red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather. Good. 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 It's tricky. Okay. Now we're going to do a hard one. Okay. Sally sells seashells by the seashore. Sally sells seashells by the seashore. Okay. So what are we going to do? We're going to say it first. Actually, let's say it first. Try 3 times at your own pace. It doesn't have to be super fast. Sally sells seashells by the seashore. Sally sells seashells by the seashore. Sally sells seashells by the seashore. If that's tricky, let's go to our trusty tool here. All right, good. Sally sells seashells by the seashore. 3 times. Really articulate. Sally sells seashells by the seashore. Again. Sally sells seashells by the seashore. Again. Sally sells seashells by the seashore. Make sure I hear every consonant in there. Good. And then when you're ready, take the knuckle out, see what you get, and write in the chat. Sally sells seashells by the seashore. Yeah? Are we feeling a difference? Yes. It should feel better. It's easier. It rolls off the tongue a lot easier, right? Good. Good. So now you have that, especially if you have a big speech or something to that has a couple of words in it that are tricky. Now you can practice that a few times or sometimes I'll do the whole speech walking around like this, practicing the speech, right? If I'm a doctor, I say, okay, I need 22 units of blood, stat, I need 22 units of blood stat, bring me the ambulance, right? If I'm a doctor, a lot of times I'll play a doctor or a lawyer on television, and the language is so hard, so many details, so many words, and fast. And a lot of times this is what gets me through. So now you have that tool, which is great. It also helps them when you're in anything, even in singing, whenever you need it, it's there for you. Okay, good. Great. So next thing we're going to do, now that we're kind of warmed up and in our bodies, is I want to talk about, a question came up about natural gestures. How do I make my gestures natural in acting? I know this is a question a lot of you have. And really, it's funny, the answer is in the question, right? The gestures are natural because they're natural. We don't want to put on a new kind of gesture that seems like it looks natural. We have to let our body do what our body does, right? So let's do, is anybody, are you near like a desk or something you can lean on? Okay. So see if you can just lean your hand. You can put one hand on your hip and one hand on a desk or bed or whatever is nearby for you. The wall, that looks great. Okay, great. Now, how do you lean on it when you're feeling tired, like it hurts to stand straight? Yeah, you see that automatically. All of your bodies just did something, right? Notice how it just changed the way. Where's the weight? I'm looking at all of you. Good. Where is the weight? Where's the weight? How does it affect the rest of your body? Look, I went like this and my head turned. It's just what happened, right? I didn't make it do that, right? Okay, great. So now you're leaning. Great. You could lean on your palm. On the leaning hand, just sort of, right? On the leaning hand, just put your palm down and lean into that like you're exhausted. You're so tired. Okay. Now, as you're leaning on that same palm, what if just now I told you that you just realized that you leaned on a hot stove and your hand is burning? What do? Ow! Oh! Right? Look what your body did. Look how fast you did that. That's you. I didn't tell you, lift up your hand and go, ah! Right? I didn't say palm facing up, make your eyebrows go up, make your mouth open. Ah! I didn't say that. All I said was lean, and now use your imagination to imagine that the surface that you're leaning on is burning. You all did this. You all immediately jumped, right? So all of this is about imagination, your relationship to the stove, like what, right? If the stove was burning and you weren't leaning on it, it wouldn't really matter, would it? But you're connected to it. It's affected you, right? Good. So I want to bring your attention to that it's very natural, is where the body doesn't lie. If you're thinking what of the situation and using your imagination, your body will do the rest. You do not have to put on a way of doing a gesture. Okay, so let's do the other thing that we did when we were stretching all the way to the ceiling. Remember that? All the way, fingers to the top, stretch as much as you can. Great. Now imagine in that same position, I haven't changed the position, that you're trying to reach something very high and you can't. Get that, you got to reach it. Let me see your bodies. What does your body do when you're trying to reach it? Yes, I see people getting on their toes. I see people want some arms going further than others. One side going up, another side going up. Good. Great. Now come back to just reaching both arms up. Okay, great. I saw you do that struggle. One more time. Struggle. Try to get that thing. Great. Now I want your arms up to be up, and I want you to be waving at your friend who is parasailing in the sky. Look up at them. Yes. You see how there's so much more freedom in the movement now, just because I changed your perspective, changed your mind. Good. Now I want you to hold your hands up like you're under arrest. Oh my gosh, right? Notice what happens even if you're under arrest, right? And they say, put your hands up. Even though your hands are up, let's notice what's happening to your heart. Are you feeling more vulnerable? Are you feeling more exposed? Just be aware of what this is, right? Good, good. Now bring your hands together like this. What is the feeling? Right. Does it feel safer? It's safer than this? Yeah, you can type in. Yeah, calmer, peace. All of a sudden, right? We calm down. Good, good. Okay, now I want you to reach your arms high again. Just put them in a neutral high position, just neutral. You don't have to reach so hard. Just hold them up. Okay, now I want to see what you look like if you just won the gold medal at the Olympics. Good, good. And I'm looking at you all, and if you want, I mean, if you can just look at your screens, you can see that everybody has a different way of doing it, right? Look, some people are doing this. Some people are even moving their hips, right? Some people are doing this. Again, it's not about what the exact movement is. It's about how you inform how your mind and imagination and relationship to the current moment informs the movement. Good. That was really good. Okay. So then another thing I want to do is let's come to a neutral in our bodies. Make sure your weight is on both of your feet. Knees are slightly bent, not locked. And I want us to, so this is neutral, right? Put your focus right in front of you. And it doesn't have to be at the screen, just somewhere that is eye level, straight across. And we're going to come into something that's called soft focus. And what this means is you're looking in front of you, but you are peripherally aware of what's on the left side, what's on the right side. You're not concentrating so hard that you're burning a hole in the wall in front of you. You're just simply leaving your eyes at eye level. You can look at what's in front of you. But if I asked you what's to your left or your right, you could describe it to me pretty easily. Take an inhale here and an exhale. And while you're here in soft focus, think about the space behind you. Just be aware of it. You don't have to turn around and look at it to be aware of it, right? So just stay in this neutral position. And just notice what happens if I told you that somebody were to walk in behind you. Does anything happen inside your body? Does anything get a little nervous? Does anything change? And then I told you that the person in walking behind you was taking 2 steps closer to you, but you can't see them. What's happening in your body right now? Are you noticing that you are getting a little self-conscious? Are you getting nervous? Are you poising your body to be able to turn around because you don't know if this person behind you is going to tickle you or punch you, or you don't know, right? Yeah, tensed up a little bit, right? So just notice that you haven't even changed your body, and yet just thinking about being here, and now you have a relationship to another person, which is a person who you can't see behind you. So that's scary. You're vulnerable, right? You want to know who it is. You want to feel safe, right? So when I count to 3, that person is going to take a very close step to you, to the point of uncomfortable. And I'm gonna take, actually, when I say 3, every number I say will be a step that person takes. And when I say 3, you're allowed to do whatever you want. You can turn around and see them, whatever you want. Okay, so that person is there. You're aware of them? They're staring at you. They're staring at you from the back. They take 1 step towards you. Notice what your body does. 2 steps towards you. Notice what your body does. Now they're coming really close. 3. What do you do? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Notice. And did your body get any relief from turning? I'm seeing people writing here. Yes, they tensed up, they clenched their fingers, right? These are natural gestures. You understand? This is what your body does in the moment. The body doesn't lie. But if you are, so now I want everybody to come back to neutral. And actually, can you go sideways? And let's pretend that person is behind you, same thing. And now when I count to 3, I want you to turn around and face them. But you don't even picture them. I just want you to do the movement of turning around. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Turn around. Okay, good. Now you notice the difference when you don't engage your imagination in it, right? It just feels completely different. You notice if I said, same movement, turn around. That's 1. Notice that when you turn around because you're scared, you have resistance in your body. Did you notice that? Notice how your body, it's almost like it turns because it has to be ready to fight, right? You don't turn yourself so that you feel wobbly and they can knock you down. Your body automatically turns and it tenses up so that it's ready to confront danger, if that's the case. Does that make sense? Good. So back to our neutral soft focus. Let's go back to that. Good. Okay. Another question that came up, or I know we've been thinking about, is posture on stage. Now, this is a very important thing to work on off the stage, right? So we have to make sure that we are doing exercises and training our bodies to want to be in a strong neutral posture. What we have right now is neutral, right? Neutral is centered, you're tall, but it doesn't mean that you have to be automatically sticking up your chest and lifting your chin, right? This is neutral. This is neutral, right? So now let's be in neutral. And just by thinking about this, I'd like to see what happens if you imagine yourself to be royalty, someone of very high status, royalty. What does your body do? How did it change? How did it change from neutral? Yeah, go ahead and type in the chat. Tell me how it changed. Did you notice your shoulders went back a little bit? Right? Shoulders straightened, chin up. Shoulders went back. Calmer, chin up. Right. Rigid. Okay, good, good. Interesting. I mean, there's a saying, at least in English, about somebody who is very who thinks they're better than other people has their nose in the air. Have you ever heard that? They walk around with their nose in the air. Let's put our nose in the air. Right? You see that? And once you put your nose in the air, what does that do? Do you see how you have to look down at people? Right? Right? If your chin is up and your nose is up, you're up here, right? So it automatically, notice what it makes you feel. Does it give you a little sense of power somehow? Right? It's a power move, correct. Great. Great, let's go back to neutral. Great. So now, the Queen in Bridgerton, excellent. Actually, that's great. Let's all, at the count of 3, give me a Bridgerton body. 1, 2, 3. Let me see what that is. Let's see what that is. How do you hold yourself? If you're a gentleman, remember you're wearing that long coat and the riding boots, right? If you're a lady, you have a corset. You're tied up here. Your back is super straight, right? You have to almost squeeze. You have to think of somebody squeezing your waist together, but that also makes you longer, right? Good, good, good. Good, Bridgerton bodies, back to neutral. Good. Okay, so now I want you to try on a lower status position, a beggar. What does that look like for you? If you were a beggar in the street asking for money, how might you hold your right? Good, good. I'm seeing Jonathan. Good job. Let's see who else. Good. You can go a little bit more exaggerated, right? Think about, and again, let's think about why, actually. A beggar in the street, what we know about that is they don't have a home, right? They don't have a home, so they probably didn't sleep very well last night. They probably slept on the street, right? Hungry, right? So even if I say the word hungry, very hungry, what does your body do, right? We know that once we get very, very hungry, our stomachs start to hurt a little bit, right? Also, if we're very cold, what does your body do? Let me see. Good. Good, Alessandra. Good. Good, Maria. Good, Risky. I hope I said that right. Good, good. Excellent. Hilda, good. Right? Really take that in. Now notice as you're shivering and you were trying to keep your arms cold, what else? Does it hurt? Now imagine if you've had to be good. Jessica, I see you kind of leaning against the wall. Good. Now, after doing that for a long time, do you think that hurts your muscles? Probably makes things even heavier, right? Now, what happens if your legs get really heavy, right? It's just getting harder and harder to hold yourself up. Good. I'm looking at all of this. This is so wonderfully specific. Good. And now, when I count to 3, Bridgerton bodies. 1, 2, 3. Well to do, pulled up, together. Excellent. Exaggerate. Good. Good. I have a question here. When should you exaggerate and when should you aim for realism? I try to be as realistic as I normally could, but it seems like a lot of times it just comes off as expressionless. Well, my friends, we do not go to the ballet to see dancers walk, do we? So we do not go to see actors on stage to see them completely neutral. Everything is going to be a little elevated. Trust me, even when you exaggerate, it's not going as far as you think, right? Especially physically. Physically is a great way to get in if you're working on a monologue or a character and a lot of it is intimidating. One of the first things you can do is say, okay, well, who is this in their body? Who are they in their body? And that will be informed by the period, the time period, right? Whether the person is male or female presenting or non-binary, how are they in their body? What is the style of dress in that time period, right? It's like we know what our Bridgerton bodies are because we know what those clothes are. We know what our homeless beggar bodies are because we imagine that if we have shoes on, they're probably worn out, right? We imagine that we certainly are not on the streets begging and having a corset on. It's too uncomfortable when we could never afford one, right? Good. My next question, what's the limits on these exaggerations we should put when we transition from stage acting to screen acting? Thanks for that question, Mia. It's not absolute. There is no black or white answer to any of this. The idea is to get in your body, to exaggerate positions and to see what feels. Your body knows what feels true, right? You can trust that, and also trust your director to tell you that. Trust your director to tell you if it's going too far. But I know the directors like bigger choices that they can say, okay, bring it back, than having to beg you to give them a little bit more. Does that make sense? It's good. It's good to be bold. It's powerful. Good. So now, okay, great. Okay, so now we're going to do an exercise called wave hello. Okay? So we're going to go back to our neutral body, soft focus. Great. Great. Now I want you to see in front of you and imagine that you've just come out of your house and you see a neighbor who you like, a neighbor who's nice, but you don't know that well. It's just, you're just being friendly. Can I have a polite wave hello to them in a polite way? Great. Great. Hands down. Now I want you to imagine a good friend that you haven't seen in a while. You see them from across the street. Can you wave hello to them? Yeah. Look at what we're getting here. All sorts of different things. Right. Right. And this is a bigger size than the other one, right? Because it comes from your relationship, right? You really want to see that person. Hey, oh my gosh, oh, it's so good to see you. Wow, right? This is what's happening. Good. Okay, now I want you to wave to, um, you've just come into the hallway and you see a teacher, and this is a teacher you don't like who just gave you a bad grade.
Ini guru, kalian tidak suka guru ini dan dia baru memberikan nilai yang buruk. Gurunya menyapa, kalian harus melambai membalas sapanya. Ini tangannya nggak ada yang naik. Jadi banyak seperti ini gesturnya. Ya, seperti ini. Perhatikan perbedaannya. Hanya karena ini gerakannya kecil, tapi tidak berarti energinya.
Behind it, right? Let me see that teacher on the count of 3 one more time. Wave to that teacher you don't like. It's great. A lot of your hands aren't even making it into the frame. It's really funny. Good, good. Okay, now I'm going to put you outside. You're standing by a car that is about to drive you away. You're about to get in the car and be driven away to leave home. I want you to wave to your mom, who you're not going to see for a long time. Good. Good. What does that make you feel? How are you in your body? What can you feel changing in your body during that wave goodbye to your mom? Weighted down. I feel sad. Missing something. Yes, a little heavy. Missing. That's right. Or you might be someone who's been dying to leave their house their whole life and it's like, bye. You don't know, right? You don't know. But in fact, let's do that. Okay, let's do a new wave goodbye. Let's be coworkers, and you're waving to your coworkers that you're leaving your last day of a job you hate. Say goodbye to your coworkers who have to stay there. Good. Very nice. Very nice. Let me see that. Yes, Deandra, that's great. Yeah, nice. Benita. Good. Good. You feel how that feels different? Let's go back to waving to mom. Let's go back to waving goodbye to mom. Yeah. Yeah, good. Good. So let's come back to the chat. Just really quickly. How did one movement feel so different every time? Because of the feeling inside. That's right, because the intention is different. And that's what it is. And I think a mistake we make as beginner actors is actually getting out there and thinking it's about the way we wave. Oh, should I go left to right or right to left? You know what I mean? We overthink it. Oh, should I tilt my head when I wave? Is that good? That's a robot. That's not a person. What you did was human. That's what's real. That's what people go to the theater to watch. We want to connect with another human. We want to see someone who's just like us, right? And we sometimes overthink about how natural it's supposed to look. Well, humans in any circumstances are going to have movements that are all different sorts of sizes, right? So I saw, what was really fun for me is when you were waving to your friend you haven't seen in a long time, I saw a lot of that. When you were waving to the teacher you didn't like, I saw, right? Did you even see my hand? A lot of this I didn't even see. It was like hands were here. You're like, right? Still very real. Still very real. Different relationships. Yes. The relationship is key. The relationship, who are you talking to? That's going to affect the way you say something. So even with this exercise, we realize it's not about the thing we're doing. It's not even about the line we're saying or the way we say the line. Do you understand? It's about the relationship that we have to the person we're talking to. And ultimately, what we want, right? If we see that teacher, what we want is to get out of here. This tells me, I don't want to talk to you. It's so funny. It's not loose. It's like, it almost feels like pushing away, right? But you can start to be aware of just the way that you do things, right? Great. I'm going to bring my chair back. Okay, good. Good. We understand that. Was that surprising to any of you? It's important to me that we take the mystery out of this. Acting is not necessarily a magical power that only very talented people have. It is a skill like any other, and you have to work at it. And even these practices, this is practice, right? And practice also involves listening to your own body, watching your own body and how it responds. Great. I love seeing this. Right. It was liberating. Andrea, hi, Risky. Andrea, does that mean we're truthful to what we feel about the imagined circumstances and let our body react to it? And then we elevate it a bit? It's really good. Yes, we're truthful to what we feel about the imagined circumstances. Yes. And let our body react to it. If we elevating it a little bit is good, but really you don't necessarily have to worry about that. If you fully commit to what that truth is, I didn't see anybody going like this, that I felt like it needed to be bigger, right? They were fully committed. If your body is engaged and your imagination is engaged, that's what it is. But yes, when I said that quote on the first day, living truthfully under imaginary circumstances, that's what you all just did, right? Good. So now what I'd like to do is, I want a couple of volunteers. Did anybody bring a few little props, like I said, for today? Okay, great. So one at a time, I would like, we're going to do this with, let's choose 3 people right now to go one at a time. So
We have, the first one is Alicia Tifara. So let's have her.
okay, great.
Hold on. Okay.
Great. Let me see if I can. There you are. Hi.
Hello.
It's so nice to see you. Hello, Alicia. Great. So what did you bring today? What are your things?
I have a lot of things.
Great.
A lot of them. I have perfume bottles. I have hairbrushes. I have just a lot of makeup products, and I have bottles. I have 2 bottles. I have earphones, books, a bag.
Let's do the perfume, the hairbrush, and the bag.
Okay.
The bag like a purse?
Yeah, it's like a woven purse.
Yeah. Great.
Okay.
Great. Okay. So we said perfume, hairbrush, purse. Great. Great. So let's say that you're going to go out of, I'm enjoying the witch is in sign.
Yeah.
You're going to go out of frame
Mm-hmm.
and then walk into frame.
Mm-hmm.
And I would like you to, can you use the hairbrush? Can you brush your hair?
Yes.
Okay, we're going to pretend that you have a mirror in front of you, like
Mm-hmm.
you're looking at yourself in the mirror to brush your hair.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, can I just see you pretending right now to brush your hair in the mirror?
Okay.
Okay, good. Now, okay, great. So that's your mirror where your focus is. Great.
Mm-hmm.
So I want you to, the action will be walk into the frame,
Mm-hmm.
brush your hair, put some perfume on, check your bag to see if everything you need is in it,
Mm-hmm.
put it on and go.
Okay.
Okay, so in the most neutral way, just do that.
Okay.
You're going to put on a lot of perfume because we're going to do this a few times. So
Okay.
I'm just warning you.
If you can tell me when to start, that'd be great.
Sure. Yeah, sure. Whenever you're ready, just this is not the exercise. We're just practice. This is a practice.
Okay.
Okay. So you're going to walk in, you'll see yourself in the mirror, right? You came in to brush your hair, put your perfume on, check. Great. Check your purse that it's everything you have. Okay. Good. Great. Great. Let's are you okay?
Yeah.
The headphones. You okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's do it again.
Mm-hmm.
And let's say that your intention coming into this room right now
Mm-hmm.
is to you're going out with a friend.
Mm-hmm.
You're going out tonight with a friend.
Mm-hmm.
And so you just came up to your room to brush your hair and make sure your hair looks nice, put a little perfume on, get your purse and go. But you're going to check your purse just to make sure your lipstick is in it or whatever you want to take with you.
Mm-hmm.
Your wallet is in it. You just, the way humans do. You
Okay.
check your purse. What are you going to check for in your purse?
I'm going to check for usually my ID, my cards.
Okay.
Yeah.
It should be, is that something that you do quickly?
No.
No.
usually
Like, what do
I
you
don't
do?
What do I usually don't have them in there. And I'm usually always rushing, like, fuck, I'm
Right.
late.
Right.
Always, constantly. Yeah.
So, okay, fine. So all I want right now, you don't have
Mm-hmm.
to put anything on this, okay?
Mm-hmm.
There's no pressure
Mm-hmm.
to make it a performance.
Yeah.
All I want is for you to walk in your room like you do, like Alicia does when she's, let's say, rushing
Mm-hmm.
to meet someone, the person's waiting downstairs.
Mm-hmm.
And your objective, what you want to do is just get your purse and go. But
Mm-hmm.
because you're Alicia, you want to make sure that your hair looks nice and you get your perfume, right? That's your,
Yeah.
I assume if they're available, that's me too.
Yes.
You know, I
Yeah.
need to run, but I'm like, oh, wait a minute. Hold on.
Oh.
Am I good? Okay.
Yeah.
And then I go, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's all I want you to do
Mm-hmm.
for right now. I want you to do it like you would in life. Walk
Okay.
in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Walk in. So the moment, right. So what the circumstances are,
Mm-hmm.
someone's waiting for you downstairs.
Mm-hmm.
Who is it? Your friend.
Mm-hmm.
They're ready to go.
Okay. Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You might be late.
Mm-hmm.
And you just have to come in, do the thing, get your purse,
Mm-hmm.
check yourself out and go. Get your
Okay.
purse, do your stuff and go.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's try it.
Mm-hmm. Can I change the mirror to be the camera so that I can actually see myself in frames?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good, good. Let's do it again. Great.
Mm-hmm.
Can we make let's make the main intention getting your bag.
Okay.
And then let's say that, but before you leave, you are in front of a mirror. Like, you think about it. If they were waiting downstairs, you would not sit down and go, okay, now I'm going to make myself beautiful, right? You got to go get your bag. But you also know that you want to make sure you look nice. So just make sure you get that done on your way out.
Okay.
But the intention is to come in, get my bag, and get downstairs.
Okay.
Feeling confident.
Okay, I'm gonna go. Oh.
Great. You don't have to. Exactly. It's not a camera, it's a mirror. So good. That was good. That was good. Okay. So now I want you to come back in, and now let's create a moment before. So your friend is waiting for you downstairs. You are going to go to the movies. You're going, you know, it's going to be a really good time at the movies. You love this friend. You're really excited about the movie you're going to see. And she has just told you that somebody you really like is going to meet you guys at the movie theater.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
So how does that change the way you walk in the room? The way you do your jobs? You don't have to tell me. Do it.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Now, how important is everything that you have to do? And do it quickly. Try it.
Okay. Normal. It's just a person. No, I don't like the smell. Okay. Why? Okay, stop. Okay.
Great. Good job. Great job. Way to jump in. I loved that. But what I want to do it is with no words. I want the same thing.
Okay.
No, it's okay. That was great. That was great. That was you in your process and experimenting, and that's wonderful. So let's do it again. All the feelings are there. Yes, I'm glad you can see everybody cheering. That was beautiful, beautiful work and very engaging. But I don't want you to worry about having to write the play, right? So just come in and do the jobs. Your intention is also, you have to get there in time. I'm going to add also to the fact that that person's only going to be there until, you know, whatever, 8:30, you know, and so you got to get there. You got to get there. You know, it's if that person's only going to be there till 8:30 and it's 8:20 and your friend's like, come on, we got to go. Okay. So you get your stuff and have your feelings, but don't stop to have your feelings. Just feel them, do what you have to do, and get out.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Good job.
Yes.
Okay, great.
So
what does that feel like? How is that different than coming in and acting like someone really excited for a date?
Someone coming in for a date, I don't know if everyone does this, but whenever it happens to me in real life, I always feel like I have cameras on me. So I would talk to myself a lot in general and just be like, stop. No, just like have pep talks with myself. So in some ways, this exercise, I've kind of been doing it a lot daily, which to other people, I might look like a crazy person doing this in a room by myself. But yeah, there's a lot of excitement usually. And maybe if I feel like if you're a prideful person, you don't want to be like swept up and caught up in the moment. You want to be normal, and you want to be, you want to keep your dignity. And that's what,
Yes.
even when no one's looking, that was my thought process.
Yeah, good for you. So great. Now I want to do the same 3 activities. We have the same friend waiting for you downstairs, but now we're going to change the situation is the same, but you've been planning all day to meet that person at the movie. The whole point of you and your best friend said we're going to go to the movies, and that person's going to be there, and they said they know we're going to be there. They're excited to see you. So you've been thinking about this all day. You can't wait to go do it, right? You just saw her downstairs, and your friend says we're going to be late, and then she says, "Oh no, I just got a text. They're not coming." Okay, go out and do it. Don't think too much about it. Go out and do it. Don't overthink it.
Okay.
They're not coming. Great. Good job. Good job, Alicia. Great. Great. Right. I got that you were disappointed. I got that you were didn't want to stay wallowing, but then it was like, what's the point even? What's the point of this, right? Good.
I hate myself for feeling disappointment.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right? Good. Right? And do we see now how all of that came from Alicia, everybody? Right? Those are her reactions. It's her, what I like to say, her blood and guts showing up, right? Because writers write the scenes and the scenarios, but they are counting on us to bring our authentic emotions to it, right? Good. That's beautiful work, Alicia. Great. We can we're going to try it with someone else. But thank you. I'm so happy to meet you. That was beautiful.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for being a great first kickoff for this exercise. That was great.
Thank you so much, Andrea.
You're welcome. It's a pleasure.
Next,
that was great.
Jane Elena.
Hello.
Okay. Hi, Jane Elena. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. So nice to meet you. Okay. What are the 3 things that you have?
I have, actually one of them is also a hairbrush.
Okay.
The other is a mug and a small plate. Yeah.
Okay. I think let's use definitely the mug. Can we, what about your glasses? Can we use your glasses?
Yeah.
Can we take them on and off? Is that okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
So let's have the mug, the plate, and the glasses. Great. And yeah. Is there any other thing there that's not a hairbrush around you? Just because the plate goes with the mug. I know we can't really use the plate so much, but the scissors. No, okay. No, I have an idea. Let's do the mug and the plate. Let's do the teacup and the plate and your glasses.
Okay.
And great. And we're just going to do, the exercise will be for you to, you're going to take a sip of your tea.
Okay.
Let's see, pretend to take a sip of your tea. Yeah. Pretend to take a sip of your tea. Okay. Set it neatly down. And then take off your glasses. Even can you clean your glasses even with your shirt? It won't be in the frame, but yeah.
Can.
Great. That's okay. That's what we're gonna do. Okay. So again, you're not gonna walk in and out of frame. This is just right here. You're going to lift your teacup up. You're gonna take a sip. You're gonna set it down. Then you're gonna take off your glasses and you're gonna clean them.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's just see that with neutral, with nothing. Let me just see, these are the physical steps you're going to take.
Okay.
Perfect, good, right. Get in there, clean your glasses, great. Can we talk about actually cups and glasses? This is, thank you for using this. This is a good example. If you were to lift up that cup and it had tea in it, would it feel the same way? Hold the cup and saucer.
Yeah.
Is it a saucer or is it a separate plate?
Actually, a separate plate, but
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, no, but it has a little hole in it. It's a saucer, right? Okay. So it's meant for the teacup, right? So if you're holding it together, okay, so you're just holding it right now. So now, Jane, Elena, I would like you to imagine, close your eyes and hold it up. I would like you to imagine that there's hot liquid in it. How does that change how it feels in your hand? Yes. You feel that?
yeah.
Now, imagining it's hot liquid, keep your eyes closed. Lift it up to your lips. Keep picturing that hot liquid in there so it weighs differently. You feel that weight? Yeah. Blow it. Right? Yeah, good. And then take a sip how you would if you were afraid of getting burnt, but right, good. This is what we do with hot tea, right? We don't just drink it without being aware that it could burn us, right? Good. Really, really good. You feel that difference already?
Yes.
Did you all see the way, even the way she held it, the way that changed? Very cool. Okay, so good. So now what I would like to do is, because we have the tea in the saucer, we're going to put this in, our Bridgerton time period.
Okay.
I want you to be an elegant, right? Elegant young lady who is used to having tea, right? Or I'm saying Bridgerton is shorthand, but this can be any kind of Jane Austen, any kind of um, period British drama, British romance. And you're going to do your tea, and then you're going to take off your glasses and clean them. So the thing that we know is that you're sitting across from somebody who is an acquaintance, but not a close friend you trust, just somebody that you know and you have to deal with in your social circles at Bridgerton, right? Does this help to use Bridgerton as a reference? Do you understand that? Okay, good.
All right.
Okay, good. So you know how there's a lot of what we say frenemies, Have you heard this expression? It's like a friend, but not a friend. Someone that you need to deal with, that you are acquainted with, but it's not someone maybe you trust. So you are sitting and having tea with them and doing, because that's the polite thing that young ladies do. They're generous, they're hospitable. You've invited her to tea. You're having tea. And she is about to tell you, she came over because she had to talk to you about something. And you don't like her. Let's decide that. Okay. And what she has told you is that she is desperately in love with your brother and wants you to put in a good word for her.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. Great. So all I want you to do is take the moment, imagine her. You don't have to look at the screen because I don't want you to feel like you're looking at yourself. You can place her somewhere else maybe. And imagine her saying, when I say, I'm going to count to three, and when I say three, she's given you the news. But before we do that, let's take the moment before. Let's take a sip of tea. Let's look at her. Let's be in the scene. Right? Let's be as polite as you can be. You can be very generous. Your mother has taught you to be a generous young lady. You're being very kind, even though you don't necessarily like her, but you're being sweet. All this is one tea, right? Good. You can put your glasses on. We haven't started that yet. I just want you to, it's okay. Okay. I just want you to hold the teacup, actually. Let's do that.
Yeah.
And remember, it has hot tea in it.
Right.
Okay. Okay. So you can picture her. And actually, I'll give you the line. I'll be the voice of her. So I'll say, I'm so glad you've seen me today. I came to speak with you because I'm so desperately in love with your brother, and I was hoping you could put in a good word. Good. Great. Right? Do you see? Oh my God, that sass. Yes, bravo. Yes. Yes. Listen, wasn't it cool? Even the way that the teacup clinked on the plate. It was like somebody dropping their silverware. Right? It was like, she's so cool, and in a way that loud noise revealed how you felt. Great. Really, really good. And here's what I want to share with you all. You found some wonderful stuff in there, and you don't ever have to do it exactly the same again, right? Sometimes in acting we go, oh, I did something good, I want to do exactly the same thing, right? But what was good about it is it came from you. Yeah. We have a great comment here. That silence was so loud. Good. So let's do it again.
Yeah.
Do it again. And when you're done cleaning your glasses, you can put them back on if you feel like doing it. Like, that could be part of the business. I'm going to clean them and then I'm going to put them back on. Okay.
Great.
Good. So let's do it again. Same relationship to the person. Same relationship to the person. And now she's going to say, all right, I'm going to say, let me think, hold on. Yeah, same relationship to the person. And except now she's going to tell you that she wants to be your best friend. You dislike her as much as you did first. Okay? Okay, when you're ready.
I have a question. When
you
say the line, do I have to start anytime I feel like it? Or is there like a cue?
Well, I'm going to ask you that. What do you think? No, I think it's not about the right time to do it.
Okay.
If you are right, the action is, here's the thing, Jane. We're sitting here, say I'm the other person, right? You and I are having tea. So let's both pretend, right? Hold your teacup.
Yeah.
We're sitting here having tea. We would be sitting here talking together. We would be discussing the weather. Every once in a while, we would have the tea, right? Does it matter when it is, right? I might be looking for a piece of sugar to put in my tea. This is just business, right? It's just business, right? So it doesn't have to be so loaded as, when do I do the tea with the, right?
All right.
You just do what you were always going to do, which is drink tea. And I made the glasses a choice because often people, those of us who wear glasses, when we get a little, tired of something, we take them off, we take a break. We use it to sort of reassess and take a break. But your glasses have to be clean anyway. So, okay. So I'll just say it, and you have whatever your reaction is while you're having your tea and doing what you need to do. Okay? Okay. Jane Elaine, I'm so delighted that you've invited me here today because I really been wanting to speak to you about something. I am certain that you and I, from the first moment I met you, you and I were destined to be best friends. And I really hope that I can come over and spend the whole afternoon with you. In fact, I really like your brother too. Maybe I could marry him and then we could be sisters. Wouldn't that be wonderful? Good. What was that like for you?
It was a ride in there. It's like, oh, okay, she wants to be my best friend. And it's like, oh, she also likes my brother. So it's like,
right. And I still have to have a polite cup of tea with her. Right? That's the drama and the conflict too. If it were somebody that you really hated, if it was somebody who did something really mean to you, and then they told you that they were going to trick your brother into marrying them or something like that, you have to resist the urge to want to throw the tea in her face.
right.
That's the drama, because you're a lady and you would never do that. You would never sacrifice your dignity that way because of who you are, your time period, your circumstances, right? But so you have to contain that, right? And look polite, which is what you did. That was a fantastic job, Jane. Thank you. Really good. Really good.
Okay, thank you.
Yay. Very good. Everybody getting this? We can just take anything, any little thing, any object, right? And once we contextualize it, it becomes real. Okay, so I'm going to move on. We're going to do a different exercise. You guys have the contentless scenes, the little scenes, actor A, actor B, that I gave out. So I need 2 actors. I need an actor A and an actor B.
Okay, the first in line is Joe Wu. So we'll have him.
Okay. Hi, Joe. Nice to meet you.
Hi, nice to meet you, Andrea.
It's a pleasure. Great. And then we're going to have another actor, correct?
Yes, the other one is Ayumi.
Okay, great. Hello, Ayumi.
Hello.
Hi.
Can you hear me? Yeah.
Okay, so Ayumi and Joe, you are scene partners in this. Great. Let's pick, do you guys have the scenes in front of you?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, great. It doesn't matter. Let's go ahead and start with scene 1. And let's make Joe actor A and Ayumi actor B. Okay. Can we just read those completely neutral? Let's just read those scenes so we know what's happening.
Okay. Hi, nice to see you.
Nice to see you.
You look good.
I feel good.
I have to go.
So do I.
Okay, great. So we know what it is. Perfect. Okay, so the first thing we need to do to actually have this have any meaning, right? Because really this is a nothing, right? This is 2 people just, I feel good, I feel good. We need a relationship between them, right? That's the first thing. Remember when we were waving hello? So we need to find a relationship between the 2 of you. So I want to try, let's make you siblings. Okay. Brother and sister. You are in her bedroom. You were talking to her after you found out that Sector A. Okay. Joe, you've been grounded.
Yeah.
You defied your parents and you have not apologized. Okay. And actually, let's make this your room. You're in your room and your sister comes up to see you. Okay. Hold on. Is that one of you? Is that background in one of your
Not my
screens that I'm hearing? Yeah. Okay, great. Okay. So Ayumi,
Yeah.
you are the sister. Your brother has been grounded. He's defied your parents and he has not apologized. He's in his room and you go to see him.
Okay.
Okay. That's all. Now, just knowing that, even just knowing that, that's step 1. Let's do the scene.
Hi, nice to see you.
Nice to see you.
You look good.
I feel good.
I have to go.
So do I.
Good, good, good. How is that different?
Yeah, it's pretty different because it's like, I'm mocking him for being grounded, like that's like a sibling, like banter, I feel much, well, I'd say like more funny, like, in jockey kind of way,
Good. How about you, Joe?
Well, I feel like I still like feeling upset because I was grounded, and then my sister
Yes.
came in, looking good. I think I don't know. In my imagination, he's like dressing to go out somewhere, and I was like, I have to go. I have to go too. Like I'm so bored in this room, in my bedroom.
Exactly, exactly. Okay, so let's do it again. And
Okay.
now, uh, Joe, yeah, I like that. So we know what your relationship is. We know that you want to go out and can't, right? Um, Now for Ayumi, I'm going to change it a little bit. You're really mad at your brother because he did a terrible prank on you. Um, and uh, and so you're really glad he's being punished. He did something really mean to you.
Oh,
So I would really, so you want to, you're not going up there to comfort him. You're going up there to kind of rub in his face that you get to go out and he doesn't. Right? Want to try that?
okay, let's try.
Hi, nice to see you.
Nice to see you.
You look good.
I feel good.
I have to go.
So do I.
Good, good. Now let's change this one more time. Now, Joe,
Yeah.
what if you feel really bad for what you did to your sister?
Okay.
Okay? This is your opportunity to apologize. You're really glad to see her. You're really glad she came up to your room. You felt very bad about what you did. And you'll take the punishment, but worse than anything, you just feel very you feel bad now. You thought something was really funny. Let's get specific. Maybe you embarrassed her in front of all of her friends at school, right? In front of a group of people. Okay.
Yeah.
So you want, yeah, you want to apologize somehow in these lines. Okay.
Okay.
And Ayumi, you want to punish him. You're still so angry they humiliated you in front of people.
Sorry.
No, it's good.
Hi, nice to see you.
Nice to see you.
You look good.
I feel good.
I have to go.
So do I.
Good. How is that different? Yeah, let's hear in the chat. Wasn't that cool? Same lines. You see, so we get all, yes, Joe, go ahead.
Yeah, I feel like feeling guilty and feeling like this is the chance of me to maybe have to be forgiven, and then I can go out because I feel like I have to go to somewhere, but because I'm grounded, because the prank I was grounded, and I was like, oh, this is, I want to, I give her a compliment, but I want to say sorry, but I cannot say sorry.
Yes.
So I give him a compliment, hoping that she will be a little bit pleased. But then she's like, when I said I have to go, I'm begging her like, please help me, forgive me. But she's like, so do I. Just like, yeah.
Right, right. So notice it's not about the actual lines at all. It's all about the relationship you have to her, right?
Yeah.
It changes the way the lines sound. How about you, Ayumi? You were very strong, and you were not letting him have 1 inch.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well, during the scene, like I feel still feel embarrassed. I feel angry at him of what what he had done, and I just feel like I'm not ready to forgive him. So yeah, I still give him like that cold look, like showing him that I'm still angry at him. So yeah, it feels like a bit more, a little bit, I don't know, you just feel a bit heavy. It's like I feel I want when I see him, it's just like, yeah, no, I can't forgive him.
great. Now we're going to do one more thing. You're going to switch. You're going to switch roles. You're
Okay.
grounded, Ayumi. You're grounded. You did something very mean to Joe, and Joe is coming up to see you in your room. But you've defied your parents, and you really disrespected Joe, and and yeah, Joe. Instead of being mad at her, I think you feel very. I don't think you were very mad at her, but you didn't expect the punishment she got. This is worse than you
Okay.
thought. So you can feel a little bad,
Okay.
even though it still happened and you're mad at her. But yeah, let's just try that. Let's just try it. Hold on. Do we know who's starting?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So
Is
you're
it
actor
me
A
or?
now. Yeah, you mean you're actor
I'm
A
so
now.
sorry. Okay, yeah.
That's
Well, I
okay. That's
thought it
okay.
was
Thank
like,
you.
okay,
I didn't clarify
sorry.
that.
That's on me.
Yeah.
Okay. Hi, nice to see you.
Nice to see you.
You look good.
Well, I feel good.
I have to go.
So do I.
Good. Good. Nice. And it's complex now, right? The
Yes,
last time,
very.
yes, yes. Well, that's what humans are, my friend, right? We think we have to get up here and act mad or act happy. No, right? You have to be human in a situation. That's what good acting is, right? And I saw you struggling with, not wanting being mad, but not wanting to be too mad, and good. Same, Ayumi. What was that? Right. Someone said I felt like it was more. There was more going on. There's always more going on behind the lines. That's what we're trying to get at. That was fantastic. Well, Ayumi, I just want to know what your experience was in that.
I haven't done anything professionally. I only have done like school project, I think.
Oh no, I just meant in this exercise.
Oh my God. I thought you said, oh, I'm so embarrassed. I'm so sorry.
Please don't be. Please don't be.
Oh, sorry. Okay. No, like I feel this is like, I feel bad. I really feel bad. And, but also I feel, like I deserve the punishment, and then
Mm-hmm.
when he came to see me, all I want is just to be forgiven. Like I want to, talk to him. Like, I'm so sorry, but he's so cold. Like I can see that he's mad or something. And so, yeah, like I decided to just stay back, let him be mad at me. I deserve that. Yeah.
Yes. This was really good work from the two of you. And moving forward, as you start looking at things, I want you to trust those feelings that come up. That's what makes the scene interesting. Much more interesting than if I told you, come in and you be happy and you be sad. Right?
Okay.
That's not what we're looking for, right? It's always what is the relationship between the two of you, and what do you want? Really good work. Thank you. Let's
Thank you,
give them a lot of love.
Andrea.
That was
Thank you,
brilliant.
Andrea.
Thank you.
Thank you,
It's a
Ayu.
pleasure. I think we have to take a bathroom break now.
Yes. So let's have a quick 3 minutes bathroom break before we start the next thing, and we'll see you guys in 8:38.
Great. See you then.
We'll start in a few more minutes.
Okay, hello.
All right.
I saw, oh, sorry, go ahead,
Yeah,
please.
you may start.
I saw a question up in the chat that I wanted to address, which was, what about, somebody was asking, Mario Hassan, we can do the one line with a million ways of possibility to say it, but what about when we play a very well-known role? Let's say Maria in West Side Story, when everybody expects her character to be absolutely the way everybody wants. How to align the expectation and the freedom to express our own acting. Well, we definitely, there's like three parts to this question, but the first thing I want to say is relationship, right? Maria has a certain relationship to Anita. She has a certain relationship to Tony. And that is going to define the way she says those lines, right? So it's going to be similar if everyone assumes the relationship, I'm talking to the love of my life, right? We don't switch the relationship or intent in an established work because we understand that when Maria meets Tony or Romeo meets, Juliet meets Romeo, the feeling is love. The relationship is first love. So that already is going to make it more similar than she's not talking to Tony as if he's someone who has betrayed her, or if he's someone who is her brother, or he is her principal at school. That's not the relationship, right? What makes it your own is basically your expression of that feeling. You saw when I told everybody to wave to somebody that they really loved, everybody's wave was, in essence, in the similar, but different and individual to each person. So I hope that answered that question, right? When we're looking at an established text, that's why we have to look at the play and study and say, but what is the relationship here? That will already give me so much information. Okay, good. Can we have two more actors up?
Okay.
And then we'll do, let's do two more and let's do a quick one. And then we're going to do some Q&A, I think.
Yeah.
Before we wrap up.
The next in line is Dian Juliana. So, and also Michelle Haju.
Hi, Andrea.
Hi, Michelle, and hi, Dian.
Hello.
Dian
Hi, Andrea. Nice to meet you.
Hi, it's so nice to meet you. I'm so happy to be working with you both. Okay, so we're going to look at those contentless scenes, and let's look at open-ended scene 5. It starts with "Good for you."
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Dian, why don't you play actor A, and Michelle play actor B?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So let's decide. Let's just read the scene, neutral, nothing. Whenever you're ready.
Good for you.
It's not a big deal.
It is. You deserve it.
I did work hard.
I helped.
Yeah, sort of.
I feel sick.
You usually do.
Good. Great. Great. So now let's make this. You are both students, and Michelle, you have won the top prize in the school. You're going to be, let's say this in high school, valedictorian, the highest grades. Do you have that? I don't know if you have that, but the person who we call valedictorian is the person who got the highest, there's only spot for one. And the person who got the highest grades in all of high school gives the speech at graduation and
Oh, okay.
is selected. You know, it's a very high honor and only one person can get it. All right. So let's say that you are both, you have been competing in school. You're both students, but you both are top students and you're each other's competition. And both of you really wanted this, but Michelle, you got it, and Dion, you did not. Okay? Let's do it again.
Good for you.
It's not a big deal.
Oh, it is. You deserve it.
I did work hard.
I helped.
Yeah, sort of.
I feel sick.
You usually do.
Okay, good. Can I ask you, Michelle, what was your intent there?
Sort of back. Actually, Andrea, sorry, when you were talking, it got a little cut off. So, so I didn't heard the full. I just heard the. I just heard the fact that I just heard the fact that I got selected to do some kind of a speech, if I was not mistaken, and I got cut off after that.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so here is your first lesson. If you did not hear the direction, you are allowed to say, I'm sorry, I don't know what the direction is. Can you please repeat it? Right? Because you don't want to just go out there and say, well, I don't know what they said, but I guess I'll just go out here and wing it. Right? I was curious because so yeah, feel free. If you do not hear me, I'm going to see if I can put in the chat too, just in case. You are both students. You have been competing for the spot of top student.
Okay.
Since you were little. Okay. There's okay. Michelle, you won the honor of being top student.
Okay.
You will give a speech and collect a scholarship. Okay?
Okay.
Okay? Now, I want you to do it again. And I want you to the relationship between the two of you is very competitive. You do not like each other.
Okay.
Did you hear that? Were you able to hear that, Michelle? I think he froze.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you there, Michelle? Were you able to hear that? You're very competitive. You do not like each other.
Okay. All right.
Put it in the chat. Okay. Okay. You respect each other because you both know that the other is a very good student, but you don't like it because you've been racing since you were 10 years old for this honor.
Okay.
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 Let's go.
Good for you.
It's not a big deal.
It is. Well, you deserve it.
I did work hard.
I helped.
Sort of.
I feel sick.
You usually do.
Nice. You feel the specificity of that?
Yes, I did.
Yes. Okay. Very, very good. Now we're going to do...
I'm very sorry about before.
It's okay. It's okay. I mean, this is what happens. But can you hear me okay now?
Yes, I can.
So great. That was excellent. Really great, Dion, too. I felt that edge, your anger behind this. Good. Now I want the same scene. You've been competing since you were 10 for this. This is hugely important. Michelle, you got it. Dion, you didn't. But you are boyfriend and girlfriend. You care about each other very much.
Okay.
Good for you.
It's not a big deal.
It is. Well, you deserve it.
Look, I did work hard for this.
I help.
Sort of.
I feel sick.
You usually do.
Beautiful work, you two. Beautiful work. You feel that? What I loved about this was high five. I really felt not only that you were very invested in the relationship, but you were listening to each other. And that is the biggest thing that we need to see from actors on stage, right? Every time you said something, you were interested to see how it landed on the other person, and that informed the way you were going to say the next thing, right? Because obviously this is a tense scene. You don't want to say the wrong thing that is going to upset each other, and yet you have a established relationship of honesty and vulnerability. You're intimate, so you have to be honest. Beautiful. That was really, really beautiful work. Do you see the difference there? Yeah. And I want to point out, Michelle in particular, that you did less than you thought you had to this last time. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
I feel like in the first two performances, there was like we all have, you felt a necessity to sort of act a little bit more, right? And this, when you just sort of centered on being true, it actually was, it was even more effective. And Dion, I really I loved how direct you were. And again, I loved your listening, right? You saw her even check in to the camera, to the monitor and look at him and see, which way is this going to go? I want to say this, but how do I say it? Right? Beautiful work. But you can trust yourself, Michelle. You, in a way, less is more. As long as you know what the relationship is and you focus on the other person, it's beautiful. I have a saying, I'm going to type it here in the chat. When in doubt, focus out. And what this means is focus on your partner. Do not think about yourself, right? You felt the feelings, right? Both of you felt the feelings as they were coming up, but you weren't looking at them going, now I'm feeling guilty. How can I act guilt, right? No, it was more like, what can I say to this person that, and sometimes the line I have is, sort of something like, I helped, sort of. That's when it gets a little intense. And you both had to sort of watch the other person and see, I want to make my point, but let me make sure I'm doing it in a way that is not going to blow up the conversation. Really, really good. Excellent work, you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Andrea.
You're so welcome. So
great job,
fun.
Diane.
So I think yes. So please, great job. So I think we're going to just do a few more questions for these last few minutes that have been submitted ahead of time. I know we don't have a lot of time, Karaka, but
hey, Andrea, maybe if we cannot answer all the questions, maybe you can get back to us through email and I'll share the answers with the students.
Yes, but I do want to, looking at some of the questions that you sent,
Yeah.
I want to address that we did look at some of the stuff today.
Yeah.
One of the questions is, how do you develop a natural gesture, right?
Yeah.
Do we feel like we understand now what that means? It's not really about developing if we're developing it and working on it, it's not necessarily natural. You can develop a body. You could say, I'm going to develop to use the example of today, I'm going to develop my Bridgerton body and I'm going to work on that and practice different things about that.
Yeah.
But that's the body I live in so that I can make natural gestures from there. Yeah. And same thing with posture on stage. I would say you have to work on your muscles and your posture off the stage so that then when you get to the stage, you are strong enough to assume the body of the character. Okay, take it away, Raka.
All right, thank you so much, Andrea. Okay, for tonight, I think I want to ask about, well, this is quite the pressing question, but let's see how far we can take it. How do you actually start to break down or analyze a script? Where do we start?
Yeah. When we get a script, the first thing we want to do is read it just to know the story. Read it from the audience's point of view, right? If I'm reading Beauty and the Beast, I need to learn that this is about a girl, a bookworm who is not popular in her town, who goes to save her father and gets imprisoned by a beast, right? And she learns to love him. We need the story first, right? And then I read the script again from my character's point of view, right? Then I start to see, what do other people say about my character? How can I get information about who I am by what others say? What do I say about other characters? That also helps me establish relationship. But because this was such a key point in our session today, what are the relationships? Everyone I speak to, I have a specific relationship. I also am looking at the play and saying, what do I want by the end of the play? How am I different from beginning to end? What did I start out wanting in the beginning? Did it change in the middle? Or did I get it at the end? And what did I have to do to get it? And which relationships did I have to manipulate to get it? These are all the questions now that when it takes work. I mean, the devastating truth about this is it takes a lot more work than you think it does. It takes time and it takes work. We will not be good actors if we just sort of look over a script very quickly and say, oh, I get it, and then get up and kind of fake it. It's not what good actors do. Think about how much time we spent just thinking about how to wave hello, right? We had to establish the relationships. We had to establish how far away the person is from you on stage. Is it the neighbor right there, or is it somebody across the street? So these are that's a short answer, and we can talk about it more next time. But these are the things that you're looking to do when you're breaking down a script. But if you're looking at a scene for the first
naskah, tapi kalau lihat adegan untuk kali pertama, kenali siapa saya bicara dengan siapa, sebelumnya sedang terjadi apa, saya mau apa dengan orang yang saya ajak bicara, ya.
Awesome. I hope you guys are taking notes, but we'll also share the recording after this. Maybe we can go to the second question.
Yeah.
Okay.
How do you keep?
Yeah, yes. How do you keep your focus and concentration when on stage? As you know, we have to balance a lot of things: the script, our scene partner, and also the technicalities, the blocking and lighting and stuff. Yeah.
Yes. I'm going to sound like a broken record, but the focus. Those people who work today will notice how they became more focused the more direction they got. The more relationship was clear, right? The more they understood about the given circumstances, which were the situation. I'm grounded, you're not, right? The more you know about these things, that actually is what anchors you and helps you keep your focus and your concentration. The lighting is not for you to worry about. That's for the lighting designer to worry about, right? The director will give you notes, but ultimately so that then becomes your focus. If the director says, okay, I want to try it again, and this time I want to see you even more angry at your sister. Maybe she humiliated you in a way that is even more terrible than what you have in your mind. How can you really punish her? That again, that will clarify your focus. It doesn't take away from your focus. In my experience, when I become unfocused and distracted when I'm thinking about myself and how I'm doing. So the only way out of that, when in doubt, is to focus on your scene partner and the relationship of what you want to do in this scene.
That's awesome. Since we are getting to 9 o'clock p.m. here in Jakarta, and Andrea still has somewhere to go, maybe we can revisit our next sessions and see if we can fit this question somewhere.
Yes, we definitely will be able to. I just wanted to make sure we got a lot of people up today. I hope that was useful and helpful for those of you who were watching, and useful for those of you who were working. And we'll continue to do this. I just want to talk quickly about the next session. I'd like to do a little bit more of this. And give some other people a chance to get up on this. And then we can do a little bit of monologue coaching as well.
Yeah.
So, so we'll be in touch about that.
Of course, yeah. I think we can take a quick picture before you go.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nabila, please lead the photo session.
Okay. If you can please turn on your camera. Let's start. Okay, 3, 2, 1, cheese. Again, 3, 2, 1, cheese. All right.
All right. You got it?
Yeah.
Yes, I've got it.
Thank you so much, Andrea.
Thank you. See you soon. Be well. Mwah. Good
Thank
work
you.
today.
Thank you so much, Andrea.
Thank you so much, Andrea.
Bye.
Thank you
so much,
Andrea.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi. If you can stay, please stay. I have a short announcement.
Yes.
Okay. We still have 3 more sessions with Andréa Burns, and those will be on the next Thursday, which is on the hold on, let me open my calendar. So we will have one-on-one sessions with Andrea, but of course, just like the sessions with Carla, since we have limited time, we will only get around 4 or 5 people on each session. The next one, the upcoming one, will be on the 7th of April, which is Thursday. Then we have the week after that, the 14th of April, also a Thursday. But then 2 weeks after that, on the 28th of April. So my team and I will be sharing the details soon on the WhatsApp group. But on our next meeting next week, we will be working on 101 monologue session. Andrea will be providing us certain monologues. So she will prepare certain monologues, because then we can have the same frame of reference, so we can better discuss it in class. And the week after that, on the 14th of April, we will be having a song of acting a song coaching session. So we will also have either 4 or 5 people, depending on whether or not Andrea can get the feedback quickly enough. And in acting a monologue, people who are interested will be asked to prepare 32 bars or 1-minute cut of a song, which will be accompanied by a backing track. So please prepare that. Of course, all this info will also be on a written form on the WhatsApp group later on. And for the monologue, it will also be 1 minute, but using the script that Andrea will prepare for us. Then the admin team, and also with Andrea's approval, will choose the students who will be performing one-on-one. We will prioritize students with good attendance track record, and also we will try to give people who haven't had the chance to go up and to go on front and like do the exercises with Andrea. So just to give more people the opportunity to get like direct feedback from Andrea. And on the 5th session, on the 28th of April, right before our Lebaran break, we will be covering audition strategies. In that one, it will be a group session, so it won't be a one-on-one session. But Andrea may ask students to go in front again, like today. So it's like who wants to raise their hand. So there won't be a sign-up form for that, but there will be sign-up forms for class 3 and class 4. Regarding the audience strategies, she will talk about like how to be confident and how to prepare for auditions, audition tips, and a lot more. We will also have exercises, short interviews, and Q&As. So it will be fun. Hopefully, it will be more similar to this class where everyone can see everyone. And on the one-on-one sessions on class 3 and 4, we will be using the webinar format. If you have joined the one-on-one session with Carla, it will be quite like that. So the students who are confirmed to have their one-on-one sessions, they will be able to turn on their microphone and video, but the rest of the students will be observers, or you cannot turn on their mic and camera. But if you get chosen or not, please still come, because as you saw today, even if you are not the one doing the exercises or you are not the one performing, you can still get a lot of useful tips and knowledge from Andrea. And you can, of course, support each other. And yeah, hopefully, we hope to like facilitate everyone, but please understand that yeah, we have very limited time, and Andrea has been really generous for doing this workshop with us so far away from New York. So the next, it's not the next Tuesday, it's Thursday, hari Kamis, yeah, Thursday. And we will also share the information on WhatsApp. Also, Mbah Raisi Imaduddin, are you raising your hand? Do you have a question?
Yeah, so just confirming, so next Thursday is the one-on-one, like this Thursday, right? This Thursday is the one-on-one session?
Good question. No, the next week, not tomorrow.
Oh, okay. All right, so this Thursday, what do we have?
Nothing, because Andrea has something to do, so that's why the session was moved to today.
Right,
Wednesday.
okay. And then next Tuesday is the monologue.
Next Thursday, yes.
Next Thursday is the monologue. When is the one-on-one?
The monologue is one-on-one. So we have 2 one-on-one sessions,
okay.
Monologues on next week, and acting in song the week after. So on the 7th, monologue. On the 14th, acting in song, yeah.
Okay, so next week there's no group sessions, just one-on-one for the acting class.
Yes, for next week and the week after as well.
Okay, sure. Thank you.
You're welcome. Anyone else have a question? Okay, we have on chat from Jane. Do observers fill out the attendance form too? I filled out last Saturday, but I didn't know if I should be doing that. Yes. If you are an observer, please still fill in the attendance form, because it will count towards your certificate if you are interested. But of course, because we believe that the observers can also learn as much as people who get their one-on-one session with Andrea. Okay, we have also, I think, Kalisa and Carissa, your names are similar. Sorry, who raised your hand first? Was it Kalisha, I think? Did Al? Hi, do you have a question? No, the other lady.
Yeah,
Okay.
I wanted to ask, for the monologues, is it
All
first
right.
come, first serve, the sign up forms, or how will the participants be
Right.
chosen?
The participants will be chosen first by the admin team and then approved by Andrea. We will choose it based first on your attendance. So if you have attended the today's session and last week's session, you have a bigger chance. We will also then choose people who haven't had their chance to go up and perform for Andrea yet. But beyond that, we will be using first come first serve, and we will announce when the form will be given out ahead of time, so you can hopefully stand by. And of course, there will be 2 sessions, right? The monologue next week and the acting a song the week after. So you still also have a chance.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Okay, thank you, Carissa. And next, Kalisha. Hi.
Hi, I have a question for the acting for with the song.
Yes.
Yeah, how many sessions are there gonna be? Is it just the one, or is there like gonna be multiple?
Yes, only the one. Unfortunately, she is really busy. So yeah,
For
it will be
the
on
monologue
April.
one?
Yes,
For the monologue one?
also once. Jadi one monologue on April 7 and one acting a song on April 14th.
Oh, okay, I see. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, Joe Wu. Hi, Joe.
Hi Raka, sorry I just joined like 2 minutes ago. I just want to ask, probably you already mentioned it, but because I missed it. For the monologue, do we prepare the monologue ourselves, or is it given by Andrea, or what?
Yeah, Andrea will choose a monologue. So, but she will prepare options. So like 2 for males and 2 for females. So you can still choose between those 2 monologues.
Oh, okay, great. Thank you, Raka. Happy birthday anyway.
Oh, thank you, Joe. Ya, ini Kak Raka coba dong si dialognya. Well, ya slide into my DMs. Yeah, happy birthday, Raka. Thank you everyone. Any more questions? Hopefully not about my birthday. Yeah. If there's nothing else, it's pretty late. So, Raka umur berapa? Yeah, Dias, yeah, you know me. Yeah, happy birthday. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Yeah, we'll share the info on WhatsApp as well for people who are not here tonight. Yeah, so that's it.
Thank you guys for coming today, and thank you for staying in.
Okay.
See you guys in next
Yeah, the ratings, the reviews, the comments. Yeah. Okay. So what about the things? Like, is there any specific things, or maybe is there any one of this that you think is necessary when you book a hotel? Because nowadays we also have many kinds of hotel, like.
I'm so sorry. I think you accidentally turned on your mic. Hopefully it was not sensitive information. Right. So Nabila, you were saying?
Yes. Thank you guys for coming today, and see you guys in the next session. Bye.
Goodbye. See you, everybody.
Bye.
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 Happy birthday, Raka.
Thank you.
Bye.